All right, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another random episode right here on Stay and Play. And I guess I wouldn't say this is a random episode because today I thought I would do a recap video on Dragon Ball Daima. So episode 1 just dropped, and I had the opportunity to watch it, and I have some thoughts, and I thought I'd share my thoughts and a quick recap on the story. So yeah, let's jump into it. All right, but before we jump into it, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you hear and see, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, and ring the notification bell from all my latest videos. And tell me if you want more of these type of videos. Please let me know in the comment section below. All right, let's jump into it. So it starts with a quick recap of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and goes through like the whole villain history that Goku and friends have fought, from Raditz and the Saiyans arriving to Frieza to Cell, all the way up to Majin Buu. And basically, after the recap, the story introduces 2 new characters. And don't worry about this material. This isn't any spoiler material. Like all of this stuff is just from the trailer. So these are characters we've seen. So yeah, they introduced 2 new characters. This guy, which is now the new demon realm king, because the Bura is dead, and this guy, who is basically Supreme Kai's brother. I don't know if it's older or younger. I can't remember. So they introduced these 2 new characters, and what's happening is like they're watching the whole of the Majin Buu saga. Right, because they're from the demon realm, and somehow this guy, the new king, I'll just call him King. I have his name written somewhere. King Gamma or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, these are my notes. I don't script things down. I just jot ideas. So King Gamma, or just let me just call him King. Him and Supreme Kai's brother are watching the whole Majin Buu saga, and I'm not sure how time works in this realm, because somehow they were recording. They have magic to view it, and they're able to rewind and fast forward scenes and stuff. So you see them recapping, and they're familiar with Babidi, and obviously the previous Demon King, the Bura. So they're wondering what's going on, and they're watching Majin Buu be released, and they're getting scared. It's like, oh no, they released Majin Buu, but then they get so happy that Majin Buu is defeated. But moreover, that since the Bura is dead, this guy right here, this guy can become the new demon king, right, of the underworld or the demon realm. So during the watch, they see the Saiyans, and they're shocked. They're like, who are these people? Why can they do these amazing things? And they're strong enough to fight against Majin Buu and beat him and all that. And they're also familiar with Namekians, right? Because they see Piccolo, and they're like,
whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Okay, Namekian, which goes to show that the Namekian race seems to be like some ancient race that more info needs to be delved on that. But perhaps they will, as I'll mention later on in this video. So as we continue, we have a new Demon King, which is this guy again, and basically now they realize that they're Dragon Balls, because during the Majin Buu saga they used the Dragon Balls. So they're like, okay, why don't we go to Earth and use these Dragon Balls to basically make sure that these Saiyans don't come disturb us, because if they they could potentially one day maybe just come to the demon realm and F shit up. So how do we stop them? So the new king is like, yo, let's use the Dragon Balls to make them young again, and then that we don't have to worry, because they'll be too young, or not as powerful enough to beat us. So this scene kind of is weird, because this new king is just assuming that Goku and friends are just gonna be barging into the demon realm and messing things up, when That could be the last. That's probably not even a thought they have right now. After fighting Majin Buu, so it seems like the whole premise of the story hinges on the fact that this new demon king thinks that Goku and friends are gonna come in and mess shit up in the demon realm. So he's like, we need to do a preemptive strike. So, and I mean, you even see like Supreme Kai's brother be like, we don't even know like they're gonna do that. So why would they even, he's trying to like, talk to this guy and be like, yeah, but I mean, there's no reason for them to do this, right? But yeah, so basically there wouldn't be any Dragon Ball Daima if this guy wasn't so insecure in terms of like Goku and friends coming through and messing shit up in the demon realm. But anyway, let's continue. And while they're discussing this and all that, this chick appears. And this chick is this guy's sister, which would make her the Supreme Kai sister as well. So, yeah, this is a new character. And it seems like she was working for the Demon King because the Bura had her on some paid contract to do some research. We don't know what that is, but that's another storyline they might delve into, or plot thread. I don't know what the term is, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, and while they're discussing this, and they decide to leave to go, get the Dragon Balls, somewhere in the shadows, there's this character here. So we don't know. I think in the trailer it says his name. I can't remember, but he's there, so we see him. All right, then fast forward a little bit. We find out that there's an Namekian that's in the demon realm, and the demon realm has its own Dragon Balls. Now, these Dragon Balls are protected by like these, I guess, supreme warriors that were created to protect these Dragon Balls. So no one can just use them as they want. So they're like, the Demon King is like, yo, call the Namekian here. He's gonna come with us to Earth, and yeah, we're gonna use him to help us use the Dragon Balls from Earth, and all that. So yeah, fast forward, they decide to take a ship, portal warping, going through stuff, and like they arrive on Earth, and well, before they arrive, we cut to Earth, and they're busy celebrating Trunks' 9th birthday, and there's just some banter going on, celebrations. Goku and Vegeta eat so much, but once they full, Goku's like, yo man, let's fight, Vegeta, let's do some training. And then they fly into the sky and start messing shit up. And shout out to the animations, man. This scene was epic. I think it's the one fight scene in the whole episode that, like, other than the recap. And shout out to the recap. Earlier I was talking about when they were watching the videos, like with the timeline view of what happened during the Majin Buu saga. It looked like they reworked the animation there, because that stuff looked clean. It was very nice, very nice. But yeah, back to it. So Goku and Vegeta are training, letting Gallic guns and Kamehamehas fly, and shaking the earth, and so on. Meantime, the King, Supreme's brother, and the Namekian from the Demon Realm arrive on Earth, and they head straight to where Dende and Mr. Popo are. So they head up there, and then they demand that Dende gives them the Dragon Balls, and then the King mentions something that that he's from the Demon Realm, as in Namekians are from the Demon Realm because of their pointy ears. That's what he said. But that brings up another thing, right? Like, if Namekians are from the Demon Realm, why did they end up, or did most of them come to the universe realm outside of the demon realm? Was there some conflict back in the past that resulted in the Namekians splitting up, then one faction going to the living realm, the other staying in the demon realm? Who knows? But yeah, so that's another plot thread that I think that they definitely have to touch on. That there's no way they're just gonna bring that shit up and not go further on it. And yeah, so they arrive there. Dende's like, oh, the Dragon Balls, and then they drop another bomb. The Namekian that came from the demon realm, he's the one that created the Dragon Balls, because the dude is like, they tell him like, yo dude, get the Dragon Balls. The guy, he doesn't even have to search for them. He's able to say or do whatever power, and the Dragon Balls come to him. And even though they had recently used it and the Dragon Balls were still stone, he was able to replenish them, to working condition again. So yeah, man. So this dude, who is this guy, right? There's another plot thread that they definitely need to go through. Um, yeah, and then like basically the dude makes the wish, and Shenron grants it. It's like, yo, he's like, everyone who helped defeat or fight against, everyone who fought against Majin Buu and their friends, turned them to kids, and yeah, that's what happened. And well, Shenron asked, what about those who are kids? And then the guy's like, make them babies, right? So yeah, and that's it. It ends. The episode ends with everyone being turned. We don't see them in baby form yet, but we hear their gasps, like wow, and all that, right? We hear their gasps and roll credits. So yeah, that's a quick recap of what happened in the episode. A lot of like surprises. Number one, Supreme Kai has siblings, and both siblings are in the demon realm for some reason. Number two, the demon realm has their own Dragon Balls, and Namekians are from the demon realm, which is also another one. So interesting. And what else? What else was surprising? Number three. Well, I guess the surprising thing is that this is happening straight after the events of Majin Buu saga. So well, I guess it's not surprising. Probably some press run info that was released a while ago, but I thought that the way they interjected this story into it, I think that was a good idea, because in that saga, Majin Buu saga, they mentioned the demon realm, and this would be the I think great idea for them to expand on that. And I think a lot of questions, and hopefully will be asked, and hopefully we'll get some good answers. So yeah, super excited. It's looking fun. It's DVZ. Shout out to the animation quality. It's looking top notch. The humor, the writing is good. Well, as far as for me it was good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 2. Let's see how it goes. So ladies and gentlemen, if you liked this episode and you liked what I was sharing, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, and ring the notification bell for all my latest videos. If you have anything to say, what are your thoughts? Did you get to watch the first episode of Dragon Ball Daima, and did you like it? Was it a thumbs up or thumbs down for you? Leave your comments down in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys think. And yeah, that's it from me. If you guys keep liking this, or like this more, maybe I can turn this into a series of video recaps for Dragon Ball Daima. I'm hoping so. Let's see if this gets traction, but with your help, that can happen. So thank you so much for watching once again, and I'm out.